On the left, we've got Chandler Brayboy, rushing and receiving touchdown. On the right, we've got Bo Sanders, 9 tackles and a sack. Coach, you want to open with a statement?
Sure, yeah. Really proud of our guys, just from a resiliency standpoint, and being able to bounce back from last week. You know, this was a pretty dark place on Sunday. You know, we got back from Philadelphia, and you know, for that 24 hours until we turned the page. But you know, our players and our staff, proud of all of them for the resiliency and the way we were prepared this week. You know, we came out on Tuesday and we practiced and had a sense of urgency, and we did it again on Wednesday, and then we polished it up on Thursday. And you know, just proud of the guys for putting it back together and coming out, and today really being us. You know, that was the challenge. You know, we had to be us in all 3 phases of the game, and we did that, and we did it for 60 minutes, and we beat a good football team. Coach Callahan's got a really good football team that's been playing well here the last couple weeks, and proud of our guys, our players, and our staff for fighting today and getting a big win at home in front of our people, and we're going to enjoy it here.
As you said, being us, what's your kind of definition of that with this team this year?
Sure. So offensively, being able to run the football, and we stayed committed to it today. You know, we were, you know, there were a couple plays in that first half with the pressures they were running. We were close to hitting some creases, but being able to establish the run game and hit our shots, and we take shots and we hit them, didn't we?
Yes, sir.
We hit them, and you know, and that's credit to everybody. The O-line for protecting, Matthew for putting it on, the guys down the field, Chan for delivering on the back end. So yeah, being able to run the ball, hit our shots, protect the football, finish drives in the red zone, offensively and defensively, stop the run, protect the top, create negative plays, which we did today. Got them off schedule some. We contained, you know, one of the best running backs in the country, and create takeaways. And we're +2 in the takeaways today. And then defensively, I mean, and from a defense standpoint, special teams wise, impacting the game. You know, and we were aggressive today. You know, we knew we had some chances in the return game. We felt good with our coverage in the kickoffs against a really good kick return unit that, you know, last week had one for a touchdown, another 60-plus yard return. So I thought we did a great job from a special team standpoint covering the kicks. The fake punt, you know, we're just shy on that, but that's who we are. We're going to be aggressive and try to impact the game. So, you know, when I talk about being us, that's who it is. It's about being, you know, all the things I just said, but then also being resilient, playing one snap at a time, you know, refusing to be denied until the job is done, and that's what our guys did today.
And then as for the run game, it's something y'all started the season off going like 49 attempts in one game, 48 attempts in the next one, and it's kind of slowed down since then. What was in the first half that you saw to start gaining it up in the second half of today?
You know, you get a feel for who a team is defensively, and, you know, we had a better feel for who they were and the pressures they were bringing, and that's been the theme against us recently, is to bring heavy pressure. And, you know, when you, in the run game, if you can stick to it and you can find some creases and you get through that first level, then you can get some chunks. And there were some big runs in there today, especially at the end of the game, to keep the clock running and move the sticks some, helped us win the football game.
Then after Downing, who was out last game and is back this game, how big is it to have Downing in that game for wide receivers, for Brayboy as well, and coach?
Yeah, when you're, you know, when you don't have your QB1 in the game, it's hard. It makes it harder, right? And so having Matthew back was great this week, and it was awesome to see him step up and make some great throws down the field, and you know, also, you know, some good protection for him there, and a good plan with some of those schemes and getting some guys open down the field with those shots. So good job by our offensive staff there too.
And then same question to Brayboy. What is it like having Downing in that game with the wide receiver core, with you, Bonner, Miller? What is it like having him being able to pass the ball?
He's a great guy, first of all, and he's very educated. He sees the game really well. And so that as a receiver, when he can help you see it and both of y'all see it together, it just makes the game a whole lot, you know, funner, smoother, and things you can adjust. Little things matter, and the little timing with Matt is really key.
And then as for the wide receiver core, 3 touchdowns across you, Bonner, and Miller. What's that group like, and how are y'all so close together?
We're a real strong bunch. Every one of us is kind of a different person. I think that's what makes us unique. But we can come together as one, which is real cool. Just being us and being comfortable with the guys and actually loving one another and trusting in one another. It's easier to fight if you love that guy.
Great boy, after your big day against William and Mary a couple of weeks ago, you mentioned it was just the opening of the lid for the receiving court. How high is your level of confidence, especially with the repetitions and trust in the quarterback for the receiving court in your setting?
I don't set no ceiling. You can't set a ceiling on what we can do. We just got to keep grinding and doing what we're doing. Just trusting the coaching staff to put us in the right spots and just execute every time your number is called.
What was kind of the message coming into the game today with the offensive struggles last week, and then just being able to kind of flip the page and get into today with these big, like, passing yards and big touchdowns?
So every week we do a thing and we go over the cons of the game. And last week, coach put his receivers on the board. He said beat man coverage. So the whole group took that personal. We had to show that we could really do it, gain our trust back, and then stay strong through that whole situation and keep doing what we're doing.
And both for the defense, how crucial is it for you guys just when the offense is performing well? How does that just impact the defense as a whole?
Yeah, you always love looking at the big screen and they're driving. Gives us time to rest, get some belly breathing in, and just relax. But you always love just watching the defense slowly just go. And then when you see Brave Boy, like we're sitting on the bench, we can't see because we're the people in front of us. We look at the big screen and you just see Brave Boy just sliding through. It's always a good feeling, you know.
And then for Bo, what's it like getting to see like these guys now that you have a bye week coming up? You're seeing the guys who are injured starting to slowly come back. How big is that for the end of the season?
Yeah, it's always good to have time off. The treatment staff, they do a great job. Jill, Eric, Kristen, Ben, Dylan,
You started
Melissa.
it.
They're all awesome.
Good job.
So I'm excited. Like, 'cause some guys need treatment. We'll be in there all week with the bye. Coach Trish put a good schedule together for us, and just just get treatment, get better, and then show up to Delaware ready to play.
And how do you guys kind of just keep your foot on the gas with the bye week and taking momentum and making sure you don't really slow down and just carrying it to the next?
Yeah, we'll build it up. We're gonna clear this game tomorrow as a staff and as a team, just like we would any week. And when we wrap it up at 4:30 tomorrow, then as a staff, we're gonna start preparing for Delaware. We're gonna take advantage of the extra time. It's a big football game now, and so we're gonna get a head start from a preparation standpoint and give these guys what they deserve. Which is a great plan for that game. So we are foot on the gas as a staff to prepare. We'll give them a break physically, give them a couple days to get some treatment and get their bodies ready. And we'll work next week, develop some skills, but we'll take care of them at the same time, get some other younger guys ready so they're also ready to step in and work those guys a little bit harder. And then we'll come back on the next Sunday and it'll be a game week again. And we'll do our typical routine that we're used to and prepare the same way we do because we believe in our preparation and our plan and our process.
And with the bye week coming up, is there something that you saw today that you were happy about going into the bye week? That'd be good to have?
Yeah, I saw both sides of the ball really answer the bell when we needed to today. I saw a defense that dug their heels in on the goal line and made some red zone stops and made some big plays and fourth down stops when we needed them. And I saw an offense that delivered on third down, critical situations, and I saw winning football. So that gets me very excited.
Then Delaware, huge game, obviously. How big is that game to the players and as a coach?
I mean, they'll be number one in the conference going into the game. We're one of several teams that are number two in the conference going into the game. So being 1-0 next week would be really good. And that's what we're going to prepare for. We're not going to look any further than that. And it's exciting. You want to be playing meaningful football games, late October and November. And we are playing meaningful football games. We are playing for a conference championship.
And I'll repeat that question for both you and Bo.
Yeah, every time we go into an opponent, it's a big game. We want to win, represent our school. 24-hour rule. 4:31 tomorrow. We'll get on to Delaware.
We'll turn it.
Yeah. The most important game's the next one. It's been that since the start. I don't see it changing now.
Thanks, guys.
Very good. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, good job, fellas.